there were many new things which I learned during the program, and there were things which I already knew, but I was not able to channelize those tools and use it. So many of my colleagues must be knowing the things that are already a part of this program, but they will get a more clarity on that concepts, and they will definitely try to imbibe that into their daily routine, personal as well as professional.
It's a perfect blend of all the things, means heartfulness, yoga, and leadership, and it definitely enhance our output in organization. All of senior executives which whom we have deputed for this program, they have learned a lot, blending with the environment and the training and the corporate, and definitely they are going to implement in the days ahead all those concepts in a manner in which it is going to give the result in coming days.
Hello, viewers. I'm Harpreet here again with a batch of senior leaders from GIPCL, Gujarat Industrial Power Corporation Limited, and we'll be joining them and talking about the Heartful Adizes Leadership Foundation program that all of them have attended in the recent past. So that happened in the month of August in two batches. So these are the leaders and officers from GIPCL who attended. So before we get going, I would just like to ask Mr. Kamlesh Bhatt to kindly introduce himself as well as introduce what GIPCL does. Kamlesh Bhai?
Yes, thank you, Harpreet ji. I am CFO, Gujarat Industries Power Company Limited, sitting in Vadodara at head office. And GIPCL is a power generating company established in the year 1985. And since then, GIPCL has taken lead into the generation of power. Present installed capacity is 1164 megawatt, and RE capacity is 40% of the total capacity, and capital base of the company is around 6,000 crore, and it is a listed company on the stock exchange. Thank you.
Fabulous. Thank you very much, Bhatt. But tell me, can it be considered a PSU, a semi PSU, or how do you categorize GIPCL?
It is a some sort of PSU because holding indirectly is basically 55% is from the GOG controlled companies. So indirectly we can say, but as a by way of Companies Act you cannot say. But
You cannot.
indirectly it is a GOG controlled company. PSU.
Lovely, lovely. So now what I'll do is, Bhatt is there. He has made the introduction, and he's the one who has nominated the various officers to this program, and they are continuing to come in the next cohorts also. So one by one, I will just ask you all to please do a brief introduction. So we'll start with Shuklaji.
Uh, Myself, H.T. Shukla, designated as DGM Geology, working at SLPP location situated in Surat district. Uh, but I'm in the mining division, working in project and planning department, and we are planning for fuel which is supplied to our power plant as a lignite, and in future we are also planning for the project as well.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Parik sir?
Myself is H.L. Parekh. I am working in a capacity of additional general manager, RE project, that is renewable energy project. Presently, my, our assignment is at Khavda location near to the Bhuj, and we are responsible from concept to commissioning of the renewable energy power plant of GIPCL around 2375 megawatt.
Excellent. Paliwal sir?
Myself, Rajendra Paliwal, AGM RE projects. I am looking after 2375 megawatt RE park at Khavda near Bhuj, Gujarat.
Lovely. Zishanji?
Hello everyone, my name is Zishan Ali Kadri. I am working as a senior manager and looking after the renewable energy projects as well as O&M. and also working for the business development of the company.
Chali, Hitesh bhai?
Sir, myself, Hitesh Kumar Kayast, working as a senior manager in this 2375 megawatt RE project of GIPCL. I am basically concerned about the project work as well as O&M work of these substation and solar project.
Lovely. Thank you all. So, my first question is to Zishan, maybe. What was happening in your leadership journey, and how did the HALF program, which is the Heartful Adizes Leadership Foundation program that you attended in August, how did that impact that?
Actually, sir, as I mentioned, I am working as a project manager for renewable energy projects. So, when the company starts with the project, as explained in the training session, also, there comes a change in the organization, and that change leads to the problem for the organization, and then we start solving that problem, and we divide it into two phases. First we decide, and then we implement, and likewise we go on and come to the amicable solution. So similarly, if I connect myself with the concept that I have learned in the training session, I specifically liked about the concept of PAEI, which had a great impact on personally on my working profession. So when if I talk about the project, when the project we do the project, we basically do it into three major segments. That is engineering, procurement, and construction. We do EPC projects. So when it goes in a sequence, first the engineering starts. Once the engineering is done, parallelly the procurement starts, and finally the execution starts parallelly in a sequential manner. So when I'm doing engineering, I connect myself that I should be more predominantly playing role of an administrator out of PAENI that I have learned during the training, because engineering is basis of the entire project, and the entire project's reference is defined during the engineering stage. So at engineering stage, you have to be very strict about the standards and everything. So of course you need to play other roles as well, P, E, and I, but predominantly I need to play a role of an A. Then when next phase comes, that is of procurement. Now procurement, we take the offers from various vendors. We cannot simply go by the L1 rate. We have to check their timeline also. We have to check their quality and everything. So predominantly I think I have to play role of a E, wherein I can see that whether it will be I can able to materialize that thing into project or not. And then comes the construction part, wherein most of the things are defined during engineering and procurement, and I have just have to implement it at the site. So at that point of time, I think I should play predominantly P role, where I need to perform and deliver the things at site. And being a project manager, I personally have to play a role of I, that is integrator. Because being a project manager, I have to integrate all the activities of engineering, procurement, constructions, things like that. So that PAENI concept has influenced me like anything. I'm totally implementing in my routine work styles.
Kya baat, that's wonderful, wonderful. So now, Shuklaji, if you can tell me what were the expectation you had before joining? I know you volunteered, or you probably opted for the course, or you were recommended to attend the course. But with what expectation did you come to the program?
Sir, normally, what I have attended in the past, the management workshop, which is usually of one topic or say any one topic based on which entire 3 days has been covered. So basically, this one topic has not fulfilled your requirement. But as far as Eddie's this half is concerned, it is very much covered entire concept or foundation of the management, which is basically required. As such, we are doing certain things in day-to-day job also in our office, but still it is we can say it is a entire concept with practical approach and insightfulness. These are the concept of management with the tool and with all the exercises which we found it very good in this, because normally this kind of workshop I have never attended during my entire career. I have joined GIPCL almost in 1998 till date, so almost more than 20 years. So in this kind, it is a very insightful and very enlightened workshop for me as well, personally, as well as organization also.
Lovely. So, Paliwal Sahib, there was one unique combination in this workshop where we were introducing people to the heartfulness practices, which is for self management, self development, to become better internally as an individual, as well as the Adizes methodology, which is to take the best of the teams, to get the best out of your team, to impact the organization, to create a culture. So, the combination of these two, how did it sit with you? What was your response to that? Did you enjoy it? Did you find something of great value? Or did you see there was some disconnect between that?
No, sir. It is definitely a wonderful program. And when two or three things, even I'll call it a yoga also. Yoga as well as heartfulness and this leadership. This is amazing experience. I have attended so many trainings, but this training is totally different and satisfying. Uh, the environment and even all you peoples are so much experience, and all things you have mentioned or you have delivered is practical only. So it is definitely a very good concept, and it definitely compared to all other training program, it is a very good program. Whatever whatever I have attended since the last 20-25 years.
Lovely. So now we go to Parekh Sahib. Parekh Sahib is also sitting in Khavda, I think. So, Parekh Sahib, how was the program environment in the sense we were in Kanha Shanti Vanam, which is the headquarters of Heartfulness, a beautifully serene green campus. What was the impact of the setting, of the environment of the campus on the program, you think?
Actually, what I feel and observed is that it's a perfect confluence of this heartfulness, that is meditation, cleaning, relaxation, as well as excellent expertise on the fundamentals of generic management applicable to any organization and to the anyone, right from the student to the very high level senior professional, as well as from the even housewife also, they will be also benefited by such programs. So that is one of the things which I have seen. Again, it's a perfect blend of everything. Now, see, regarding the environment, the vibes which we have felt at the campus is something which is speechless. It's very difficult to reproduce it here. Suppose anyone has visited this place and they share some photographs, some opinion, some review, it just give you idea that whether the place is worth visiting or not. That's all. It will only give some 20-30% idea. When you really visit the thing, really experience the thing, it is something different. It's a one next level thing, one you can say. So what I understand that really visiting this environment, really attending this yoga, relaxation technique, meditation, going through the very, very senior expert faculty, understanding them, understanding the concept of PAEI, CAPI, and leadership fundamentals, which integrates even see, only if we talk about the heartfulness foundation, which talks about Pi and Kabi, where it's a perfect blend of leadership, emotional intelligence, conflict management system. Everything is balanced way and it is highly integrated. So I feel that one should really go to understand this thing only just to initiate on that direction. These reviews are important. Otherwise it's just a, what we can explain is not much, maybe 30%, 20% like that. But if one will really attend the program, it will be more than 100%, and it is worth to spend that time. It will be a memorable time, lifetime memory will be there.
Lovely, beautiful. And actually, I think what you're saying is an experiential program is very difficult to put in words. One has to really experience it. Very nice. So, Hitesh bhai, the one thing for you is, uh, could you share maybe an example of how you were a framework, a tool, something that you learned in the program? How were you able to use it at your workplace, if possible, or even at a personal space? So, any example that you can share?
Sir, what I have learned is that all that four characteristics PAEI. So initially हम लोगों को ये पता था कि these are the thing, but हमको वो particular terms में नहीं पता था that what is P, what is E. Now we can identify the individual person potential as per PAEI, and that PAEI will came to know to me that okay, these people has this quality, these people has this quality. So I can now identify the people, so I can made a complementary team. So the most output of the my work will more in that case, sir. So कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री टीम मुझे बनाने के लिए पहले मुझे आइडेंटिफाई तो करना पड़ेगा कि कौन से अंदर किसके अंदर क्या क्वालिटीज है. So that is I came to know through this program only, sir. So now I can make a complementary team जो मुझे मेरा आउटपुट उससे ज्यादा करके देगी, एफिशिएंसी ज्यादा बढ़ाएगी मेरी वर्क का, सर. So that is the basic, sir.
Very wonderfully put. So, one of the key aspects of the program is how to create teams which are complementing to each other, even though there is conflict because people are thinking differently, and how to make this conflict constructive. That is the key fundamental of the whole program. How to, whatever conflict is there, conflict has a very negative connotation, but the same conflict can be a very positive energy that can enable change, that can help us to do better. But the trick is to make it constructive conflict, and that is a I think that is what Hitesh Bhai has been able to give an example of. But sir, you were this is your team in a way, right? They are all there, and you were you got them nominated. What have you picked up from them, listening to them, interacting from them after they have attended the workshop, that you feel, yeah, there was something that happened which is good, something that happened which is meaningful? If you can just share that in your own words.
Basically, previous to the training program, everyone was working in a individual way. Now, with after going and taking pickup from the team perspective, what they have learned is building a team. See, any work which they have to accomplish, whether it is a project or O&M, they need to build a team and they have to identify the individual capacity. What capacity person is having. So somebody has some capacity, somebody has something. So you have to blend their individual capacity to bring the change, to reach to a goal of the country in a accomplished manner. That I think they have learned, and now they are going to implement in the day to day activity, whether it is a project or whether it is a O&M. I think it will give a wonderful result in the coming days.
Thank you so much, Bhatt sir. In a way, this is simple English also. No? Find the capacity of each person, make a complementary team, and let us go ahead. I, when we speak like this, it seems, yes, what is there? But in actual life,
Yes,
when
it
you're
is very
actually
clear.
running an organization, when there are different people, and different people have different perspectives of the same problem, and everybody wants to do right, but they have a different way of doing that right. How do you get this alignment? How do you get everybody? How do you actually create a team where you as a leader are not really that important anymore, necessary anymore? Your team is able to deliver to the quality that you want, to the effectiveness you want. Ultimately, that is success, I would imagine. If as a leader my team can do what I have envisaged to do without my involvement, that means I as a leader have grown, and I can now do a bigger job, and my team can take over my position. So that is another very, very nice takeaway. But and this is an open question. Anybody of you may want to answer. Just unmute yourself or raise your hand, and I'll call out your name and you can go. What do you believe is a ripple effect of attending this program? You have attended this maybe more than a couple of months ago, so you've had some time to implement some of the frameworks. But as leaders, as people with at least 20 years experience or more in working, and each of you has a team which is reporting to you and is responsible for you, what do you believe will be the ripple effect of attending this program? Who would like to answer? Okay, go ahead, sir. Parik sir.
Sir, I am having a 33 years of experience, more than 33 years of experience. Mainly, whatever concept we have learned, all are beautiful and all are very much important. Only best thing in recent time which we could apply it here is the proper selection of role and style. Now the role is which organization can decide for particular employee. Style is a inherent nature of the employee. So it may take some time to change the style. But if we know the style of the person, and if it is possible to assign a job which is very much suitable with his role, then the output is very synergy. So that is in some of the cases we try to implement it, and we have got very good success. Also, meantime, we are also trying to motivate some of the employee such that whatever role is required and their style, it can match very easily. So that is another way we are looking for.
Lovely. I hope you're going to nominate some of your colleagues or inspire them to come and attend the next cohorts, because we have the next program on 10th to 12th October. We have in Manapakam in Chennai, and then 28th to 30th November we have it in Kanha Vanam again. So I hope you will be the catalyst to create this further change, which is creating alignment and cohesion, and creating a culture of mutual trust and respect, which is really the hallmark of the program. But again, an open question, I will say, what would be your advice, or what would be your suggestions for somebody who has not yet attended the program? What would you tell them? Okay, so we have two. So we'll go with Zishan, and then we'll go to Shuklaji.
So based on my experience, I would definitely would recommend my management to send other subordinates and colleagues to this particular program. As you have already mentioned, two of the programs are already lined up in October and September, one in Chennai and again back in Kanha Shanti. So we based on my experience, I will definitely recommend, because there are two things that I have observed during the program, that there were many new things which I learned during the program, and there were things which I already knew, but I was not able to channelize those tools and to channelize it in a proper way and use it. So many of my colleagues must be knowing the things that are already a part of this program, but they will get a more clarity on that concepts, and they will definitely try to imbibe that into their daily routine, personal as well as professional. During the training itself, it was so matlab stimulating that once during the tea breaks and the other networking breaks, we were immediately trying to implement that during that discussion also. Now, no, no, you are being a P, you are being an A, you are being an I. This is not. You should be here. You should be like behaving like an E or I. So it was so interesting. Earlier we were not using that words during our 0 hour discussions, but now during the training we learned that, and in lighter part also we can use. Otherwise, in actual professional and personal life also we can use that. So it is a definitely recommendation from 100% recommendation from my end. And we have specifically requested our management to send the participants in a different those who have already visited Shantivanam can be sent to the Chennai batch, and those who are visiting for the first time uh, should be nominated for the venue at Shantivanam, so they get that aura of that ambience of that campus. It's a perfect blend, as everyone has said.
So really, Zishan, what you are saying is what many of the people who attend the program say, they get a language to speak amongst colleagues, and a language is common language that everybody understands. So there is no Chinese whisper. So we are able to use this PAEI becomes a very common language. So it is in Spanish they call it Esperanto. Esperanto is a language that everybody understands. So that's where it is. So Shuklaji, what would you say? What different would you say, or is it the same?
Yeah, actually, sir, what just Jisan told, it is actually many takeaways. Moreover, it is a defined way in the sense many things we were doing, but we are not knowing the things. Okay, bhai, this things can be done in that way, or we are doing this wrong or right. So this is the basis of this the training. We could channelize the thing, and we can discuss कि भाई these are the tools by which we can implement the work, or we can distribute the work, we can resolve the conflict by mutual trust, we can assign small work to get the major work done. So many things we can. Moreover, this is in addition to this, actually the overall ambient of Kanha, that we already 2 days back we have interaction with our managing director. So we also told there also, okay, these are the place to work to see, and it is very good place to visit there and have a training, because it is a blend of mindful heartfulness meditation as well as the management concept. Because most of us we have visited are technical people, so we don't know the basic concept of management. So when we learn the concept of management, it is entirely new thing for us. What is PAI, MT and R, what is the conflict resolution, how to develop mutual respect, we are doing at home also, and in the organization also. But these are the defined. You got the definition कि भाई हाँ, this is the how you have to implement the work and execute the work by building the team to get the work done.
Lovely. So we can go on and on, but I will ask for two gentlemen, Paliwalji and Hitesh Bhai, in that sequence. What would be the parting comments? What would be the closing comments that you would like to make, having attended the program, having learned tools that help you? Sometimes you feel something in your guts, you feel something in your instinct, but if you have a framework, objective framework of tool that you can correlate to, that can give you confidence that yes, what I'm feeling in my instinct is actually the right way, or no, let me just think a little bit more on this. So listening to the heart and listening to the mind, and the congruence, the confluence of the heart and mind together, this is the main thrust of the program, to generate trust and respect. So, Paliwalji and Hitesh Bhai, we will ask you to start with your comments. What would you like to add further, if you can?
This is this definitely enhance our daily family life, in the family life and professional life also, because this is a perfect blend of all the things, means heartfulness, yoga, and leadership, and it definitely enhance our output in organization.
Lovely, lovely. Hitesh bhai.
Sir, I definitely recommended this program because that program, the infrastructure and the way it is conducting, it is very unique way to conducting this type of programs. So involvement of people's group activities, that is very good to involve people so that they can give their actual output, actual thinking. So वो लोग उनको पता चलेगा कि क्या करना है. That is why that is very much important. इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर और जो मेथोडोलॉजीज है जो प्रोग्राम डिलीवर करने का, that is very impressive, sir.
Lovely. So, really, what you're saying is that whatever you learned in the program has got meaning, has got impact in your personal life, in your family life, and in your work life. And also, like what you said was that it is delivered in a way because there are lots of activities, there are personal activities, individual, pairs, group activity. So it's very limited lectures. Really, I think we have a rule in the program. No lecture should be more than 10 minutes. After that, it has to be an activity to apply that concept because each one of us fairly experienced, and it is simple to it's simple English. There's no jargon here. तो मतलब ज़्यादा कोई, it is not like you've got quizzes and everything has to be deciphered. It is simple English, and how do we apply it to our own cases, our own case study, our own experience to learn from it? That is the
It is
idea.
more
So
practical, sir. Actually, it is
it's
more
more
practical way.
practical. I think that's a very nice way to sum it up. It is more practical. So, experiential, practical, impacting positively your personal, family, and work life, and making an impact and enhancing the mutual trust and respect that we have. All of this is very, very useful. Excellent. But, sir, final words from you as we close this podcast.
I would like to first of all thank HFN for arranging such a wonderful program for the senior executives, and I think all of senior executives which whom we have deputed for this program, they have learned a lot, blending with the environment and the training and the corporate, and definitely they are going to implement in the days ahead in the GIPCL all those concepts in a manner in which it is going to give the result in coming days, and we will be seeing better results, cohesiveness among the employees for accomplishing any task.
That is a wonderful note to sign off on. So, thank you very much once again. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for coming and enhancing the program with your presence, with your experience, with your inputs. Thank you for sharing very openly. This is a completely unscripted, there's no preparation, it is straight from the heart. That is the way we would like it to be. Complete honesty and authenticity, that is very, very crucial to us, and I'm very sure to you all also. So there is no preparation as such. This is an open conversation. Very grateful for your time, gentlemen.